Hello and welcome to my video on how I get a 5-star rating on usertesting.com. Now, usertesting.com is a website that allows you to give your feedback on websites and apps. And for every test that you take, you get $10. It's a very nice way to earn a little extra money. You can earn maybe $40 to $180 a month depending on where you live and what tests are available. So it's a great way to get some coffee money or even treat yourself to something from time to time. But it is possible to miss out on this opportunity if you aren't doing your job right on user testing. It is very important that you have a 5-star rating, and if you have a lower rating than 5 stars, it's very likely that you won't get any tests and you won't be able to make any money. Now, this is my video on how I have a 5-star rating on my profile, and here are a couple of tips. So the first tip is to stick to the questions that you are being asked. Now, let's use this website as an example. You've started the test and you've been taken to the site, and maybe your first task is to enter something into the search bar and to find some kind of product. Now, it's very important that you actually follow the tasks that are given and don't go into other topics that have not been given to you. So if you've been asked to search for something on their search bar, don't spend time commenting on their website and making critical comments about their logo or the color scheme or the fonts. Just go ahead and do the job that you've been asked to do. If they've asked you to search for a particular product, then go ahead and do it. That is very important. It's very important that you just stick to answering the questions that have been given. The next tip is to talk the entire time that you are doing a test. Now, there will be moments where, let's say you're doing a task and the page takes a long time to load. For example, like it's happening right now. So don't stay quiet. What you can do is make comments that are relevant to the context. For example, if I were in a situation where the page is not loading, I would say, okay, I have entered the product into the search bar. I clicked enter and now I'm waiting for it to load. I would pause in a case like this. Then I would continue to say, okay, the page has not yet loaded completely, so I'm going to wait for a while. So I'm going to stay silent for just a moment while I'm waiting. And I pause. If it takes too long, I'd probably make another comment similar to the one that I just made. I would talk about how it's taking time and that I'm going to wait a little longer until everything loads. And once things start loading, I would say, okay, here it is. It's finally loading. Now I can see the products that are available. So it's very important that you keep talking the entire time and have something to say. Now, let's say they give you a very vague and general question or a general task, and they ask you to go through the site and give your impression. I've heard people have issues doing this. They don't know what to say. The important thing is that you say almost everything that comes to your head. You can even narrate your actions. For example, okay, so now I'm browsing through the site. I'm scrolling down. I see several rows of graphic templates, and there are 3 products on each row, and they look very professional. I'm scrolling down and I can see that there's an option to discover photographs at the bottom. So there seem to be a lot of helpful products here. I'm going back to the top of the page and I think I'm going to browse by popular. and I'm waiting for the popular photos and other products to appear. It's still loading. I'm going to pause until the page loads. So that was an example of how I would narrate what I'm doing when I'm doing a test. If they were to ask me to find a particular product and to try and add that to a cart or to buy it, I would narrate every step of the way. I would say, okay, now I've clicked on the image and it's taken me to a new page. I see that I need to be a subscriber to download this. So I'm going to click on this button that says create a free account and see where that takes me. Oh, okay, it takes me to a sign up page. I'm now going to enter my name, and here I would pause and actually type my name. I'm now going to enter my last name, and here I would pause and type it out. And supposing there is a long answer where you need to, put your microphone down and write for a long time, I would actually comment about that as well. I would say, okay, looks like I have to spend a lot of time typing this down. I'm going to put the microphone down and not speak for a while I type out what I have to say. And then I would put my microphone down and carry on, filling in the forms as necessary. So this is the next tip, which is to make sure that you're talking and narrating everything. Okay, this tip is very important. It's necessary that you have a decent microphone that allows you to record your voice clearly. Actually, Usertesting insists that you have a proper microphone. Now, I have this one. I have this generic SF666 condenser microphone. I don't think it's a major brand, and on this page it's for just around $10 or 750 Indian rupees. This works just fine for me. I'm using it right now as I'm making this video. So be sure to invest in a decent microphone and try to get one that has noise cancelling abilities. And of course, it is important that you record your voice in a quiet place without background noise. Okay, and the last tip is to simply relax while you're doing the tests. You're actually going to get paid for giving your opinion, and that is actually a really fun way to make extra money. So don't get nervous and worried about trying to impress the listener or trying to be perfect. There is no perfection with regard to this job, and it's absolutely okay if you have a break in your flow of narration, like if you have to cough or you accidentally sneeze, or if you say I don't know, or if you lose the flow of your narration, it's perfectly fine. People who are giving tests on usertesting.com want real people to give their real experiences while they're using their products or their website or their app as an everyday person would. So this is not meant to be a high pressure situation, and it's not meant to be a high pressure task. So whatever you do, be sure to relax and just have fun while you're doing this. There's absolutely no point in getting stressed while you're doing this job. And I suppose the last tip would be to use the pause button if you have to. There is a pause button in the little recorder toolbar, and you can, let's say someone barges into your room and starts talking, or you suddenly need to go to the bathroom, or you get a phone call. It is perfectly acceptable for you to press the pause button, let the distraction go by, and continue. But please be sure not to take too long, and make sure you're prepared for everything before you actually start the test. You want to give good quality feedback to the clients, and so make sure you don't have to use the pause button unless it's absolutely necessary. So these are the few tips I've come up with for getting a 5-star rating on your profile. I hope this helps you out. Please leave a comment, a like, and do share this video. And if you have any ideas for me for creating other videos, please do let me know in the comment section. Thank you and goodbye.